Thank you, everyone. Welcome again. This is day 2. I'd like to first thank Jesus. Thank you, God, for this opportunity to be able to share my journey with you guys on the road to 100K in payouts. So, we're going to start. My bias for the day was bullish. As you can see, the low that was created at 6 a.m. was swept. So, I decided to take my shot at longs, potentially reaching that buy side liquidity and potentially that true day high. I was trading with 3 contracts and I kind of wanted to get my order in a little early before 9:30. I did also keep in mind that we had those relative equal lows right below us, and it was also a weak low, so kind of confluences on both ends. As you can see, I did draw an arrow on my 5-minute chart on the right, kind of thinking that we may get a manipulation upwards and then a short. So I kind of had the idea that it was going to go one way or the other. But I was expecting maybe a potential move upwards first, only because we had recently swept that liquidity at 6 a.m. I do have this sped up so you guys don't have to watch it in real time, which would have been an hour-long video. So I'm gonna try to keep up with most of the trades that I took. I kind of took, let's say, one too many, but yeah. So 9:30 is about to hit, and we do get that initial move, impulsive move upwards right there, which is pretty good, moving us to break even. Unfortunately, we did move to get to break even, and we started to push down. This kind of gave, so I instantly jumped in shorts. We did get another 50 ticks move, which moved us to break even on this trade as well. And so I kind of thought we were going to take that weak low. So I decided to go in for one more short, instantly getting stopped out. At this point, I started to relax, like I'm not going for shorts anymore, and decided that, okay, we might have swept sell side liquidity, and we were potentially going bullish. And I got stopped out, and getting stopped out again. At this point, I was a little patient, and it's something I shouldn't have done. Almost went 5 contracts. I moved the 4th contract into break even immediately. My trading system kept moving my stop loss so close, which eventually got me stopped out of this trade, unfortunately. So I ended up taking another long position here, and we started to move to break even. Got stopped out, and then we enter a long at this 8:30 area. Again, getting stopped out at break even. You guys are gonna see a lot of break evens because my stop loss is so tight. This one I started to manually trail my stop instead of letting it trail at 50 ticks. which I shouldn't have done. At this point, I was down on the day, so I kind of really wanted to start to get that money back. I did definitely lower my contract size. At this point, you see that we just took the high on the M5, creating a bullish market structure shift. We got another 50 ticks break even, and then we got the 75 tick, moving our trade for a 1-to-1 RR on that trade. I decided to go long again off that fair value gap. It was pretty early, but I knew that my stop loss would have covered it just in case it pulled back into that fair value gap. At this point, we are at the true day open. So I did have to keep that in mind. Sorry if I'm talking pretty fast. Trying to catch up with all these trades I took. It's probably how you know I took one too many trades. And I have to speed talk through my thought process. I would consider my shorts over trading, but all the trades align with my bullish bias. I don't think those were unnecessary trades. I did try to catch a reversal, potential reversal. I ended up breaking even on that. Tried one more time. Potentially targeting that AMD order block. Never reached it. So I kind of stuck to my bullish bias at this point. Had another bullish market structure shift and a huge fair value gap. So I figured it was going to stay protected. Ended up taking a full loss on that. We did have a 10 a.m. news, medium impact. And I figured that may have helped me push the short. But it didn't really do much but give me a stop loss, so that was kind of silly. I believe that trade was unnecessary. But we do start to continue up, and I do jump in for another long. This is when I almost feel like I was about to crash out because I doubled my stop loss. Instead of 50 ticks, I did 100, which was not necessary. I did come back to my senses though and moved it back to 50. As you can see, 10 o'clock news hit. It didn't really do anything. Really did nothing at all. So I did come back to my senses and it's like if I get stopped out, it's fine. Then I manually trailed it. I would have gotten stopped out if I didn't trail it. So then I switch over to MNQ and was very determined to get my balance back. I used to break even for the day. First trade was short, moved to break even. Was very careful with taking too many trades on MNQ because I could have really gotten myself in some trouble. Ended up taking another short, which immediately got me into trouble with a full stop loss. At this point, I believe I was at 250 to 300 loss of the day, and then we get this impulsive move upwards, and I instantly do 5 contract mini, broke even, instantly closed the trade, and then we took that win for the day. I believe we ended up at $1,400 profit. And that was the trading day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe. and we'll see you on day 3.